Well, praise the Lord. You've made it to day 17, and we're just excited for the journey. I hope that you have been experiencing the joy of eating differently and drinking some of those protein drinks. I remember when we first got started, it was such a challenge, but it worked for us and kept us moving. And so, I want you to continue to stay consistent in this process and just stay on your grind. You're beginning to see some things change in your body weight and your body mass. If you've been on the program and been consistent, it's just a natural process. The weight begins to come off. As we're moving into the middle of another week, we really want to help you focus, give you some thoughts that may help you, really zero in on the end, and that means that you're not focused on where you are right now, but you're seeing and envisioning yourself completed and in a place where you can really function at a high level. Dennis Kimbrough writes in his book, remember that. Greatness comes to those who develop a burning desire to succeed. That if you don't have a burning desire and you operate with a very lukewarm desire to achieve your goal, you'll find reasons to deviate and to fall away. He goes on to say, success is achieved and maintained by those who try and keep trying. There's no future in saying it can't be done. Real success, doing your best, is not the stars or the luck of the draw. It lies within persistent daily effort. And as you can see, one of the critical things about the journey, especially if you're weighing yourself every morning, if you deviate because you can see it in your weight. You don't eat, you don't drink your water. I mean, a half pound here, an eighth of a pound there. Before you know it, you realize that little things can significantly affect the journey. So I want you to just kind of stay on the grind and stay persistent, stay consistent with that. Concentrate your energies and intensity on the successful completion of your goals. You've heard it said 1,000 times, where your focus goes, your power flows. So focus your energies on completing what you began. Apply the words of Booker T. Washington, who advised, start where you are with what you have, knowing that what you have is plenty enough. The quickest way to the top is to start at the bottom. I love that because for the journey it's so applicable, because every day is important to this journey. There's no day that we're on this journey that's not relevant, not important. You can lose ground by just deviating one day. And what happens? The problem with deviating one day is you feel like, you know what? Why not just deviate the next day? So also, the worst days of those who enjoy what they do are better than the best days of those who don't. Find something you like to do and make it pay. Competency begins when you begin to enjoy your work. Unless you learn to do at least one thing well, perhaps a bit better than others, there's little chance of attaining your objective. You got to find joy in this thing. You got to find, some real level of satisfaction in this journey. Because if not, it will be drudgery, and anything that we dread doing, we're gonna be discouraged about. And it's funny. My teacher was saying yesterday. She said, you got to find joy in writing. You're talking 15, 20-page paper. You got to find joy in that. We're like, yeah, right. Well, she said, well, think of the joy that you get, when you get your paper back and, it's a good grade, or it's a grade that can be challenged and it's going to challenge you to become a better person. Don't look at the drudgery of writing. Look at the joy of learning. And so it's all in your perspective. And then, last but not least, assume that opportunity knocks often, not just once. But if you knock on opportunity's door, be sure your bags are packed and ready to go. And I'll close on that. The reality is, this is an opportunity. People pay hundreds and some thousands of dollars to try to, get their life together, and they pay life coaches. I want you to do something for me today. I want you to be very grateful to your coaches, because they're giving of their time and their effort and reviewing your meals, and invest in them. Encourage the coaches, because it's taking a lot out of them to do what they're doing. Send them a letter, send them a note. Hey, listen, want you to have a productive day. Go out there and do it. Be an encourager, and encouragement will come back to you. All right? God bless you. We'll see you tomorrow.